I really like The Punisher, and I'll talk about it. Of course, there's gonna be spoilers, so let's get to it. Preliminary thought.
If she breathes, she's a thought!
It's just weird to me that the critics didn't like it as much as the fans did, or at least the guys who bothered to put up a review on Rotten Tomatoes. It's that strange disconnect. Maybe Bright is good? Maybe. The first episode was a hint of things to come. Like, it took the whole episode before Frank went into berserk mode, before he went Punisher again. I was like, please, Papa Franco, kill them all, please!
What you say?
It nearly took Frank the whole season before he got the skull back on. Those who will be expecting a full bloodbath for the entire season would be disappointed. Not to say there isn't a high body count.
Frank Castle decided he knew better than the law and was tried for killing 37 people.
Frank Castle's not a terrorist.
37? That they know about.
It's just that it's not for every episode. It's more of tension building, storytelling with the 4 plots. What is impressive to me is that each plot has me hooked. I'm invested in what happens with Madani, Stein, Micro, Punisher. I was even invested with Lewis, and I want those 2 guys to die. Speaking of Lewis, I discussed in depth as to why I like that particular part of the series. Unlike some other Netflix Marvel shows that are too long, you can check it out if you want. I like how they foreshadowed that Russo is actually a bad guy. When you pay attention, watching it back, you go, oh, he is an asshole.
He's living in a foxhole in his yard, Billy, and he almost put a bullet in his father.
Hell, who wasn't wanting to do that? You know, some people are good liars. They don't blink an eye, others not so much. You're bad at it.
I like Stein's death scene. It was so dramatic. He's desperately trying to tell Madani that Russo is the bad guy. And I think Russo really just took the throat out so he couldn't tell him. He could have made it a quick death, but he chose not to. He wanted him to suffer. That's how much of a dick he is.
Come on! Help! Help!
And the guy that washes away Stein's blood on Madani is the guy that killed him. It's so ironic. It's so brilliant. It's kinda sick also. Props to the acting, it was top notch. I liked how you could see how Frank and Micro developed their friendship with food.
There you go. Thank you. You sure you don't want me to drive while you eat? No, I got it. Where'd you get that? I made this. What do you mean you made it? Did you make me one? No. This stuff was all in the fridge, you know? I do like those things.
Then he makes him spaghetti. Then they're friendlier.
If he trusts you, I guess I do too.
You go from this to this. And I believe it. I also like the portrayal of Russo and Frank's friendship. Russo, I think, feels that Frank is his friend, but when push comes to shove, he's actually evil. I mean, he didn't kill Frank's family, but he didn't stop it from happening also, so...
He was betrayed by his friend for money and fame.
That sucks.
That sucks. It's about the worst thing in this world that can happen.
Also, I think Frank is a more complex character. He does some pretty dark shit here, like he didn't have to torture Micro. And while he does kill the bad guys, and he does punish Russo,
You can remember me.
it's hard to root for such violence when you really think about it. It's not like they don't deserve it, but it's really graphic. What is fascinating is that a man capable of such violence is also showing such vulnerability.
Hey, sleepyhead.
I think the highlight of this is the last monologue in the series.
Silence when the gunfire ends. How do you live in that? I guess that's what you're trying to figure out, huh? That's what you guys are doing. You're working on it. I respect that. First time as long as I can remember, I don't have a war to fight. And I guess, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm scared.
John Bernthal is such a great actor.
Yeah, I go into a comic book store in Brooklyn, and I go in, and I get a whole stack, and I go up to buy them, and he looks at me and goes, "Yeah, I know who you are." I go, "Okay, cool, man. I just want to buy these comics." He goes, "No, you don't. You're not taking this. You're not taking this. You're not taking this. You need to read this, 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 and this." And I was like, "Okay, dude." And he's like, "Do not mess this up." I'm like, "Got it. Got it."
You did not fuck it up. Of course, the guy said, "Don't fuck this up. It's New York."
I'm walking here. I'm walking here. Up yours, you son of a bitch. You don't talk me that way. Get out of here.
If I were to say one negative, it's just that it doesn't feel like a Marvel show. If you took out Karen, I wouldn't feel like this was part of the Netflix Marvel universe. It's just a really good political military thriller.
No bullshit. They die.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Frank defeats the bad guys, he has some closure. Russo is still alive, and we'll have a second season, obviously. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, leave your comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.